Aloha! There are so many amazing things to do on the big island of Hawaii. We spent a week there and had a jam-packed agenda for activities, sights to see, as well as some tasty treats. Let's get started with our top 12 highlights. The absolute best place to visit on the big island is Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. It's here where you'll see fantastic sights of nature and have wonderful places to explore. The Kilauea volcano is inspiring and a must-see. Kilauea sent out daily smoke signals indicating an eruption was coming soon. We were hoping to see one, but unfortunately, we didn't get our wish. Several days after our visit, Kilauea erupted for a short 12-hour period. I captured some photos shown here from the U.S. Geological Survey live cams. What an amazing sight, and I can tell you we were disappointed that we missed seeing it live. The Kilauea volcano also produces steam vents in the surrounding area. These vents are created from groundwater that seeps down to the hot volcanic rocks, gets heated up, and then returns to the surface as steam. Another popular site in the park is the Thurston Lava Tube. The tube was formed over 500 years ago when a river of molten lava flowed beneath the surface. The lava eventually cools and solidifies on the outside while the hot lava inside continues to drain. It then leaves behind a hollow tunnel and creates the tube. As you drive through the park, you'll see many solidified lava flows from the past eruptions that head out to the ocean and make the island just a little bit bigger. At the end of the Chain of Craters Road, there is a short 10-minute paved trail to the Hole Sea Arch. The arch was created from the crashing waves breaking down the lava deposit from an earlier lava flow. At some point in time, the arch will collapse into the ocean. On the eastern side of the park, there is a short 0.7-mile natural trail to the Punalu'u petroglyphs. Ancient Hawaiian culture lacked a written language, so the petroglyphs provide a glimpse into the lives of the early Hawaiian people. Some of the petroglyphs can be recognized as human forms, animals, or canoes. Others, they're more abstract and were only known by their creators. Be on the lookout for a wild pig along the side of the road. They roam freely in the park. We also took a nice and easy, short, half-mile walk along the relatively level rim trail that was at the top of the Kilauea Iki crater. The trail is well marked, filled with lush vegetation, and provides great views of the Iki crater. The crater rim trail itself spans a large portion of the park, so this was just one section of the trail. You can also hike across the floor of the volcano on the Kilauea Iki Trail. It leads through a rainforest to the crater's rim, where you can see a solidified lava lake up close and personal. The trail's about 3 miles round trip and will take you about 1.5 to 2.5 hours to complete. One of the most fantastic activities on the island is a night snorkel swim with the manta rays. Manta rays are not dangerous. They don't have stingers or anything to harm you. These large 1,100-pound mammals have 10 to 12-foot wingspans and swim and barrel roll for your entertainment. They can even hear your heartbeat and know where you are at all times. We captured this video while floating and holding onto a surfboard that beams a light below the water's surface. To bring the plankton and draw the manta rays to Kahalu'u Bay, we like the night snorkel best, but you can do a day manta ray snorkel as well. Seeing the island by air is simply fantastic. We took a 2.5-hour flight over the island, and it included a waterfall landing. You're going to see Kilauea from above, as well as Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea. You'll see the lush greenery of the Kohala and Hamakua coast, where rainforests cascade down the dramatic cliffs. And lastly, you'll see the legendary Waipi'o and Waimanau valleys with their majestic waterfalls that fall more than 1,000 feet from the densely vegetated valley walls. And the waterfall landing was spectacular. We landed at Laupahui Nui, a stunning sight on the Kahalu'u coast. We had that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get up close to this 1,200-foot majestic waterfall. If you have an early morning flight, you can also capture a rainbow. Leaving Laupahui Nui was amazing. Waving goodbye to the waterfall, you rise above the lush rainforest, and once clear, you see the crystal blue waters of the Pacific. You're now on your way to soar over the remainder of the Kahalu'u coast. We also spent a day in Hilo to enjoy the sights there. Our first stop, Akaka Falls. The park has a pleasant but moderately sloped 0.4-mile paved loop trail that meanders through lush vegetation before you get to the spectacular Akaka Falls. This waterfall cascades 442 feet over a volcanic cliff and is the highest free-falling waterfall in Hawaii. Also along the trail is Kahuna Falls. It drops 300 feet into the Kole Kole stream. Kahuna Falls is best viewed from the lookout off the trail, and even then, it's not really easy to see. The Rainbow Falls are a broad waterfall in the Wailuku River located within Hilo Town. The falls are easy to visit and they are just a short walk from the parking lot. You might also capture a memorial offering in front of the falls, and if you hike up to the top, you can see the Wailuku River as well. The boiling pots are about 1.5 miles above Rainbow Falls at the Wailuku River State Park. The area is so named as when the river is swollen due to the massive amounts of rain in Hilo, it rises and the waters in the pools, or the lava pots, become turbulent and appear to be boiling. Open-air farmers markets are also popular on the island. In Hilo, we visited one that sold fresh fruits and vegetables, candies, and other souvenirs. We purchased some passion fruit preserves and butter from Steve's Akaka Falls farm to take home as a treat. We also visited the National Park of Kaloko Honokohau, take the Ala Moka Makai Trail, which offers some beautiful scenery and is known for its wildlife, including some great sea turtles. The trail is paved at the beginning, but changes to a mixture of volcanic rock before you reach the beach, which is just lovely. We were pleasantly surprised to find a whole bunch of young sea turtles swimming freely in the bay. Another favorite was to drive to the top of Mauna Kea for a sunset view. To get to the top, you have to have a four-wheel drive vehicle. Hawameka'i, congratulations! You've reached the summit of Mauna Kea at 13,796 feet above sea level. It was a bit brisk for the sunset, so I was glad we had packed some warm weather gear. As the sun started to lower in the sky, we could tell we were going to get some fantastic photos of the sunset. The blue, orange, pink, and golden colors were striking. The sun is slowly setting, giving the sky some impressive colors above the clouds. On a previous visit, we drove to Mauna Kea's summit to see the sun rise above the clouds. I think the sunrise had more vivid colors, but it was much colder in temperature. Even with that, I liked the sunrise more than seeing the sunset. The Punalu'u Black Sand Beach is easily accessible and is a popular detour when visiting the Volcanoes National Park. Its gorgeous black sand, a result of underwater volcanic activity, is stunning to see. Here, you may also catch a glimpse of the elusive and endangered hawksbill, as well as green sea turtles or even the rare Hawaiian monk seal. Papakolea is one of only 4 green sand beaches in the world. The secluded beach is located near Kele, Hawaii. Papakole was once a cinder cone volcano. After it erupted, the lava it spewed was rich in opaline, an abundant mineral in Hawaii's natural volcanic rock. After much of the volcanic rock eroded, only an olivine was left behind, giving this beach its unique green color. You can hike 2.5 miles, and that's only one way, from the parking lot, which will likely take you about 90 minutes. This is the Waipi'o Valley overlook. The view is magnificent. A cliffside of bright green broadleaf shrubs quickly fall away to reveal the valley floor and its immense black sand beach. The cliffs are so steep that they almost seem vertical, and you'll find a lazy meandering river runs through the heart of the valley, and it broadens into a small delta as it meets the ocean. We were able to drive down the precarious one-lane road with its many steep switchbacks and hairpin turns that winds down onto the valley floor. Once you're in the valley, you'll find those lush green forests, wild horses, and of course, waterfalls. In 2022, access into the valley for non-Waipi'o residents was prohibited due to rockfall and landslide risk that's associated with traveling along the road. However, you can take a shuttle bus tour to get into the valley, but I don't think you can leave the shuttle and walk along the beach, just like we did on our previous trip. Kahalu'u is a wide protected bay just a few miles south of Kalu'u and offers some of the island's best and most easily accessible snorkeling. Beneath the surface of the bay's crystal blue waters, you'll come face to face with sea turtles, coral heads, and a variety of brightly colored tropical fish. The Big Island of Hawaii is probably my most favorite of the Hawaiian islands. There's so much to do and so much variety in terms of what you can do. From nature within Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, or seeing the many spectacular waterfalls, to the adventure of a helicopter tour, or snorkeling with the manta rays. There is something for everyone to enjoy, even if it's simply enjoying a day on a black sand or green sand beach. Thanks for watching.